Ladies and gentlemen, be safe. Never know harmful attacks or influence.
There's definitely a lot of, crazy things I hear about us that I never knew. But we're not so crazy, it's not about that. It's not about, being a fanatic. You don't have to shave your head, you don't have to dress like us, you don't have to wear anything on your forehead. It's not a set of rules, necessarily. It's more of just a way of life. Well, originally it all started with my desire for something deeper than what was being handed to me. I was a senior in high school, and I had a lot of options laid out in front of me in terms of college and different places throughout America where I could potentially go. I came to a George Harrison tribute concert lecture. I basically spoke to the person who was speaking about George and his time, with the Hare Krishnas and his time in India, and asked him if he knew of any places in India where I would be able to go. So I wound up going there, and I was living in a cob house made of cow dung with a straw roof, and it was blissful. And I was taking care of the cows, and it was, a big change, from Westchester, New York. I just felt so much more, intrinsically, genuinely happy. So we traveled throughout India together for some time, about 5 months. I continued on with him back to New York, and then I came here to the Bhakti Center, and I have been living here ever since about mid-March.
Being right here in this room right now. Such a simple practice, simple for the simple.
I'm 19, and so I'm the youngest here. I'm the youngest person in the building. There's 4 regulative principles that we stay away from. So the first is illicit sex, the second is meat eating, the third is gambling, and the fourth is intoxication. My mom is very spiritual herself. She sees that this is something very nice, and she appreciates, and she comes here sometimes, and she likes what I'm doing. And then my father, on the other hand, is a little bit more business-oriented. But he's coming to understand, okay, this isn't some cult, this isn't something that's going to take my son away from me and turn him into some, renunciate, living on the side of a river. Everyone, when I go out and I distribute books, it's very easy to see, despite my appearance, people are interested. What is this guy up to? Why is he dressed like that? So it's very beautiful. The fact, people come to New York because they're looking for something. And ultimately, we're all looking for happiness. We're all looking for something that will make us happy.
Madhava.